Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be going over what we suspected was going to happen. It's been going on for the past couple of years now, and we're going to be getting a return from all the community days for the past 2 years in December. So let's see what we have going on here. This is going to be going down Saturday, December 17th to Sunday, December 18th. They say look forward to the return of all the Pokemon Go community days from 2022 to 2021. We're also going to be getting a community day on January 7th. And that is still to be announced. We're going to also be getting the Classic on Saturday, January 21st. And then in February, this is going to be in 2023, we're going to be seeing another community day. That's going to be going down on Sunday. I have my speculations. Pretty sure we're going to be getting Typhlosion. Hopefully that's going to happen. Cyndaquil, right? We're also going to be getting a series of random events. These are not community days. These were just announced alongside the other community days. I just thought I'd post that here for you as far as what they could be. We could speculate all day, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of my community day Pokemon, as well as doing a little bit of a recap here so you have an idea of what to expect and what to get ready for. So we did see Machop into Machamp with Payback, Roserade with Bullet Seed and Weather Ball, Fletchling with Talonflame having Flame Charge, Snivy into Superior with Frenzy Plant, Swablu into Altaria with Moonblast, I was going to say goodbye, Gibble into Garchomp with Earth Power, super good one there, Tempig into Embror with Blast Burn, and then the EVs, we're going to go over those towards the end, and then Oshawott into Samurott with Hydro Cannon, Duskull into Dusknoir with Shadow Ball, Shinx into Luxray with Psychic Fangs. I do believe that's one. It was such an underwhelming one. Pretty cool shiny. I know a lot of people needed that. And then the return of all of them in December. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at 2022. We got Spheal into Walrein with Icicle Spear, Bulbasaur into Venusaur with Frenzy Plant, Hoppip into Jumplove with Acrobatics, Sandshrew and the regular Sandshrew are actually going to get separate moves here. The Kanto version is going to get Night Slash, and then the Alolan version is going to get Shadow Claw, Mudkip into Swampert with Hydro Cannon, Stuffle into Beware for Drain Punch, Alolan, Geodude, fully evolved, Rollout, and then Dino into Hydreigon for Brutal Swing, Staraptor with Gust, Obstagoon with Obstruct, Gigalith with Meteor Beam, Chandelure with Poltergeist, Dragonite with Draco Meteor, Teddiursa with High Horsepower, and then of course, to be announced, we already know what it is going to be. We don't know what those extra community days are going to be, but they're bringing everything back, so you may want to refrain from using an Elite TM if that's the case. If you want it right now, then I suppose go for it. You still got it at a good month and a half before that's even going to be kicked off here. So I do have all of the names pulled up here, except for Eevees. We're going to go over those towards the end because it is going to be very specific for each evolution, and it is a little bit overwhelming. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of them. All right, I got a lot of Venusaurs over here. What's going on there? Well, Venusaur is my favorite Pokemon, so I got a ton of them. It's amazing in this game. It's as simple as that. Got plenty of 100s on deck, and you definitely want it. This is a must-have Pokemon. It is going to have a Mega Evolution. It's going to be great for raiding, great for PvP. I'm going to say in every league except for Master League. We've done it before, but it's not something that you're going to want to try to pull off, okay? Because you're going to have some trouble. Got that nice clone there. Machamp with Payback. It's going to be very useful for certain situations. It's going to be hitting very hard, taking those ghosts by surprise or anything else that is going to be resisting fighting a rock. And as far as this, you'll want it, okay? Machamp is good for raiding. You don't need to have Payback because that's not the move you're looking for when you're raiding, specifically for PvP, but even then having Payback is iffy. You may want to just go with Rock Slide or Cross Chop, but this is definitely something you want to pursue, especially with the new Shiny Shadow available. If you do get one of those, you're going to want to evolve it to get that move if that's something you're looking for. But Machamp has always been on the list. Amazing Pokemon ever since it was released. Dragonite, another amazing Pokemon. This is my 100 level 51 best buddy. I do not have Draco Meteor because it's garbage. If you like that move, cool. I mean, you can use it for raiding, but as far as PvP, it's not really something you're going to want to use at all. So I do have plenty of these as well because Dragonite used to be the master of dragons back in the day, and we do have a nice little arsenal. So we have Jumplove here, which I have a couple here. I was thinking about investing in this Shadow, but I'm not trying to spend 420,000 Stardust on this just to do a video. I mean, who knows, maybe in the day you guys have been really smashing that like button. And by the way, if you do enjoy this news update, please give this video a like. It does help me out. Also, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my videos here. So we got a pretty good arsenal here. Got a rank 1. Okay, hey, let's go. A 98, and let's move on to the best one here. Well, not best, but a great one. Swampert. Has a Mega Evolution, has a Shadow, and you want to get it. Simple as that. We already all know how good Swampert is, how spammy it is going to be. In pretty much all leagues, it's going to be good, as well as in raids. And when it does get a Mega, you better believe you want it. Moonblast Altaria. It's not something you necessarily need, but it's something that you may want to just simply have. It's almost like you don't really not want it, and you don't really need it. It's just kind of in between, floating around there. Also, it depends on the candies you want. Walrein, amazing. They did nerf Icicle Spear to cost more energy in PvP, but that doesn't really matter. It's still pretty spammy, and it's definitely a solid pick. If you do have one of those Shadow Fields on deck after this event from teaming away Frustration, hold on to that. You're definitely going to want to evolve it to get Icicle Spear. Now my main bird, Staraptor with Gust. Unfortunately, this thing is just too squishy to really do too much, or do anything too much. I know I'm talking down on my bird over here. It's amazing. I love it, but it's extremely spicy and hard to use. Now, Quick Attack did get an upgrade, so you're going to be able to use that and farm up real fast too. If that's something that you're thinking about, I do have one right here. Did TM away that Gust. So there is that option. You could also use it as a pretty strong flyer, I suppose, as a Shadow in the raids. If that's something you're looking for, it's going to go down in about 3 puffs of air when you blow at it. Okay, and then we have Roserade, which is going to learn 2 moves, Bullet Seed and Weather Ball, since it's a bit of an interesting one here. No Shadow available, which is going to be pretty interesting when it does come out. And this is another Pokemon you kind of want to have. It's pretty good as a Grass type attacker in raids, as well as a Poison type attacker. As a matter of fact, it's one of the top Poison type attackers around. Not that any of the Community Day moves are going to revolve around that, and if you wanted to use it as a peer, then you're going to have to TM away Bullet Seed. Garchomp, plain and simple, one of the best. Alright, design, amazing, move, amazing, great Community Day. One of the best that they've ever had, period. It's not, you know, they can't bring out all the good ones all the time, right? But definitely one of those pseudo-legendaries you do not want to miss with Earth Power. You want Garchomp. Great for raiding, great for PvP. Dusknoir with Shadow Ball. I'm going to be straight up. It's nothing you want. I was going to call it garbage, but I don't want to down talk on the Pokemon that some people may like out there, but it's definitely something that you don't really need to pursue. Superior with Frenzy Plan, a tanky grass type Pokemon that is going to require XL candies to power up for the Ultra League, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely also good in the Great League. Not so much for raiding. Embror is a mediocre Pokemon with no Mega Evolution. Its shiny looks great. It's not something you necessarily really need with Blast Burn. You want Blast Burn. You always want the Community Day moves. I'm just saying you don't want to really pursue it too hard. Samurott, also a fantastic Pokemon. No Mega Evolution. Gigalith, another one that's just kind of a meh. Chandelure is amazing. You definitely want to pursue those. As far as evolving it to get Poltergeist, I wouldn't really say you need it. It's not really great. You just go with Shadow Ball. Simple as that. Okay, I'll make it simple for you. Don't worry about its move. And if you do evolve it during these time frames, just TM it away, I guess. But you definitely can just go with Shadow Ball. Poltergeist is taking way too much energy, but yet again, another fantastic shiny and good Pokemon all around. Hydreigon with Brutal Swing, something you definitely want, okay? Weak to Charm for sure, but it is a decent Dark type attacker now with Brutal Swing in raids and also in PvP. Talonflame with Flame Charge, you want it. Plain and simple, you want it. Get out there and get it. Not necessarily something you're going to use for raiding, but it's really good in PvP. Obstagoon with Obstruct. An interesting move, not the best, not the worst, but it can do something for you. It's a bit of a shake-up kind of a move there that raises your defense and lowers your opponents. It does hardly any damage and does require a decent amount of energy, but I personally just like to go with Cross Chop and Night Slash, so that's just the way it's going to go. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the EV evolutions because they're all going to be receiving different kinds of moves. Now, we did have one in the past that was going to be revolving around getting Last Resort, but that's not what we've seen last time for these. Umbreon gets Psychic. That's okay. You know how I feel about that. Does work great in specific cups. Espeon gets Shadow Ball, which, nice, okay, very interesting. If you're going up against another Psychic type or a Ghost, you're going to be able to do that heavy damage there. Blaziken with Superpower, personally think that's the best one out of all of the EV evolutions for this specific one here. Brine for, or sorry, not Brine, Scold for Vaporeon. And I do have that one powered up. I could max it out, but I don't know we'll take it to that step quite yet here. I was a little confused on, I thought I had it maxed out. What's going on here? What happened to my maxed out Vaporeon? Didn't actually power it up all the way. Jolteon with Yeehaw! Zap Cannon. Useless. All right, Bullet Seed for Leafeon. Going to be able to farm up a little bit of extra energy faster with that. So there you go. And Glaceon is going to be getting Water Pulse, I would say, for coverage for rock types and fire. That's not bad, I guess. And then Psyshock, probably another one of the best ones, Sylveon with that. So there you go. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Get prepared, folks. Let's go. This is going to be a very exciting December. Thank you for watching and take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Mama, touch the gas.